It is a beautiful Thursday morning here on Expresso. Why am I so happy? One of our greatest and oldest friends on Expresso, pro footballer Sean Roberts, is back in studio. Dude, let me shake your hand again. Welcome back. All the best for the new year. Before we get into Bafana's great campaign so far in Chan 2014, what are you looking forward to in 2014? What does the year hold for you, man?
Yeah, it's well, at the end of the last year, it started on a bit of a bleak note. Myself and the head coach had a little bit of a fallout, so it's either going to happen now or in June, where I'm looking to move. A couple of things in Europe are in the pipeline, which is exciting.
Fantastic.
Otherwise, yeah, we look to stay local.
Because when I last hooked up with you last year, you were on a new mission, transforming yourself physically. You'd really taken a very positive and a very different mindset. Sure. So this is a very good step for you.
No, 100%. I mean, everything happens for a reason. I honestly believe that. So I'm looking at this in a positive form. I love Ajax, I love Cape Town, but if I have to move, I will. Yeah,
and such is life, and such 100%. Is the life of a pro footballer. You would have caught the game last night. Obviously, Bafana getting off to a flying start against Mozambique, 3-1 victory. Yeah. Against Mali, we were expecting a very physical confrontation. It didn't really play out like that. It seemed like a pretty evenly matched contest.
No, I think so. Like we spoke before, everyone said that Mali outplayed us in the midfield or whatever. I completely disagree. I think Gordon made a good few changes, bringing Matthew Patterson in the midfield, who I really rate. Played in the Premier League. He's used to the physical game. But yeah, I was very impressed with the boys.
I think standout for me, Edward Mankwele was fantastic, chasing in the midfield, very strong, despite his lack of size. He's still out there tussling, and it's always Bernard Parker. Doesn't disappoint. Yes, he got a chance to kick from the penalty spot for a second time in the tournament, but what I'm loving about his style of play at the moment is that he is attacking every phase of the game. He's out there defending in the first quarter. He really has risen to the occasion now.
100%. Reminds us, we were speaking before about like a Wayne Rooney. Yeah. But he's scoring goals for club and country, and there's nothing more you want than from a striker.
Where does this come from? What has Gordon Iggesson done to change the culture within Bafana, do you think?
You know, I think when Gordon speaks, you listen. He's got that persona about him. I'm not disrespecting the previous coaches, but when he speaks, he's got this aura about him. And I'm not saying he puts the fear in the players, but I think there's more respect towards him. And you can see that the way Bafana are playing at the moment.
And of course, he had that mantle of us being, a lack of goal scoring going into the tournament. Hopefully now we have dispelled that. It seems like we are playing a very free-flowing form of football.
Yeah, we're connecting. I mean, the midfield's connecting to the strikers. Defenders are connecting to the midfield, and so on. So there's a great flow in the team at the moment, and let's hope it continues.
Now, of course, we face Nigeria on the 19th. A bit of a different story. I think they kicked off their tournament properly after a bit of a damp squib in their opening encounter, 4-2 against Mozambique. Mozambique now, really struggling, I think, at the bottom of our table. But Nigeria, what are we going to have to do? A very young side, but they looked like magic last night.
They did. Sure, they really connected as a team last night, but defensively they're extremely poor. I think their goalkeeper is having an absolute shock at the moment. So we need to take advantage of that.
To take it through to the final stages, do you think Bafana have got it in the bag this year?
I do. I think we are the favourites, to be honest. A little bit of pressure playing at home. But with the quality we have locally, there's no reason why we can't win this tournament.
Oh, dude, I look forward to having you back as we progress, hopefully, into the knockout stages. Thanks so much for the catch-up. Of course, Chan 2014 continues today. We get into Group B. You've got Zimbabwe up against Uganda and Burkina Faso up against Morocco. And that's all at the Athlone Stadium. Go out and support African soccer at its best. We'll see you after the break.